Marguerite, we have a PlanFan question for you. Thank you for submitting. Hi, Marguerite and Ron. I currently live independently, but daily tasks and chores have become difficult ever since a skiing accident shattered my pelvis and left femur.
Oh,
I know I need to either move into a facility or hire a caregiver, but I don't know where to start. How do I find a trustworthy help?
such a good question. Well, one, if you're the listener that I'm speaking to right now about this, please make sure your estate plan is up to date. Call your estate planning attorney, update your documents because your life has changed. Your body has changed in a significant way. And I really hope your healing is complete. In the meantime, I would start either by calling the estate planning attorney to see if they have a referral for a care manager. A certified care manager, someone through the Aging Life Care Association, is going to be someone who has uh, training and resources and can help you budget the care that you need. For instance, this person might not need assistance in the middle of the night. Maybe they do, but they may only need a caregiver for a few hours a day, maybe someone to help with laundry and housekeeping and so on. But you also want to be sure that person has been background checked, is supervised, is honest, right? We want all those things. And you could contact a local care agency, but you don't know what their work is like and you don't know who they are.
I mean, it's very important that we distinguish care manager versus caregiver.
Right, right. So a care manager is not going to be the person that bathes your body or cooks your meal. That's going to be the person who is responsible for the people that come in and out of your house. They're going to be the ones who help prepare you for what that looks like. They're also going to do an assessment. So the care manager is going to do an assessment of your home, the safety of your home, the medications that you're taking, the equipment that you have. So let me give you an example to help understand the differences, right? So I was working with a client who'd fallen down in their home and broke a hip and was at rehab. So they're at skilled nursing and they're getting better and stronger and learning to walk again, basically. In the meantime, the care manager went to go visit the client at skilled nursing, came back, we're at the home. The care manager and I are trying to figure out where the hospital bed goes because this person was anxious to come home. Does it go in the bedroom? Well, if it goes in the bedroom, we have to move the bed out. Oh, the living room furniture is a lot easier to move. We're going to start with the hospital bed in the living room and then get started, right, to get this person home. Once this person's home, they need physical help to get out of the hospital bed to the toilet and back again, as an example. So that's what the caregiver's job will be. The care manager wants to have the right kind of caregiver for this person. We have an ornery person who wants to be in
Well, when
her
you're in
own house
pain,
and she's in pain and she gets to have it the way she wants it. So once we brought back that client to her home, we already had the bed ready. We had a caregiver in place. We had the house clean. We had the kitchen ready to go. We had groceries. We'd already placed an order. So the care manager is the one who's doing the logistics for the home. I'm the trustee. I'm managing tax, legal, financial, and medical stuff from over here. And so we coordinated and we work as a team. It was more cost effective than having me do everything. And it was better because the client felt like they had real care and freedom. And this particular client did not like the first caregiver. She talked too much, she said. Okay, so the care manager contacts the caregiving agency. They didn't have a replacement. She knows another caregiving agency that had the right person.
so there's an independence between the care manager and the caregiver agency.
Yes, it's my preference to work with a care manager who's completely independent. And that way she can work with one or several care agencies to place the right person bedside.
Yeah, also, I mean, we'll do a whole episode on care manager and
Okay.
have a guest with care managers. I think that's very important because their role, this is where so many people resist that type of help. I say it's just like getting a checkup on your car. Why would you not want to get an assessment of your drug interactions? Somebody who could go with you to the doctor to actually ask questions of the physician or the nursing people there, because your daughter, your wife, your husband aren't physicians. They don't know the questions to ask. I'm such a big proponent of care manager.
Well, I also want to say that if you're afraid of losing your license or not being able to drive anymore, a care manager can also help you retain your license because maybe you need driving training. Maybe you need to reassess your skills and your timing and your flexibility and your ability to deal with an emergency, right? So I build a team whenever I have a client and whenever I have a new trust. And that team has everything to do with the individual for whom I'm serving, right? And also that individual's cooperation. It's not so easy to let people in, but I have an idea for you. And that is that if you think you're ever going to need a caregiver to be in your home, call a local caregiving agency and hire one for just 4 hours. Just one person for just 4 hours.
Just
See what it's like. And I would say go to the store. You're going to sit in the back seat of the car. You're going to go into the store. You're going to let the caregiver push the cart. You're going to point at things that you'd like to have. The caregiver is going to physically do the work, right? Putting the groceries in the basket. You get up to the cashier. You're the one paying for the groceries, but loading them into the car, getting home, loading them out of the car, putting them away in the kitchen. It's quite an exercise. But once you do it, you realize you are the CEO of your life. And if you want your life to continue on your terms, you're going to figure out how to have help, have real help. And for this poor
Yeah,
individual with the, oh my gosh, shattered pelvis and left femur, yes, in fact, the discharge planner, nobody should have let you leave the hospital without having a plan for how you were going to be cared for the first several weeks of your healing. In fact, you probably shouldn't have left the hospital without going to skilled nursing for a while, because walking again is imperative. It's really important that you're able to do that. So caremanager.org is where to find a care manager. We'll have that on our sources page on our website, planforthis.com. And I do recommend that you think about what it would look like to have somebody else actually do your laundry, have somebody else actually clean your house. It's a stretch. But then you get to decide, is staying in your own home with your bedroom on the second floor really the right thing to do? Or would moving to where the care is be better? I mean, maybe this person really would be better off living at an assisted living residence for a period of time while they get better.
Thank you for your question. Great question. We appreciate your input. Make sure you subscribe and go to planforthis.com. Thank you.
Thanks.
Money management and legacy. Will you be ready for life's decree?